God ain't one. I think this is number 64 as I want to list it at. And the title of the video is Slaves and Prisoners. Slaves and prisoners. These are words that the common person is not comfortable with. Being a slave or being a prisoner. I bring up this topic as something that is necessary because we are fooled in ourselves. We are fooled in many ways. In many ways we are prisoners and we are slaves. We are enslaved in a system that doesn't want us to know the truth. And the difficult thing about this is most people will never ever see or understand the truth of how we are enslaved and how we are prisoners. On second note, is this a bad thing? Because the Lord of glory, God himself, says we're supposed to be his slaves, his servants. We're supposed to serve God, the one that created us from the beginning of time. This video, or maybe 2 videos or 3, I don't know. It's hard to explain all these things to people that are so diluted, so mesmerized by the world, so fooled by the world. The enemy himself, Satan, has got the whole world fooled. This is what the Lord of glory has taught me in his teachings about his soon return. He wants me to put out these messages so people who live their lives as they are can actually see the inner workings of the enemy. So they can see their prison, the prison that they're not supposed to be in, the enslavement that they're not supposed to be in, the enslavement that they don't think they're in. In the Bible, there are many verses that, or many chapters that speak to the truth of how God, the Lord of glory, is unhappy with our character and the things that we do all the time. Especially as he explained to Samuel how we, even the Israelites, well, mainly the Israelites, the one he gave power to, the one he claimed as his own, relinquish our birthright. I don't want to really talk about the birthright anymore. It's at a mute point right now in our time in history. Everybody has the potential for salvation, and we are giving it away, especially the children with the birthright into salvation. We're supposed to be the most powerful people that walk the face of the earth, but we have thrown it away by first our ancestors slowly giving away the trust in the Lord our Savior. Okay, now this video refers to one of my earliest videos, the straw man. I'm not sure which one that is. I think it's number 98 or 97. The straw man. The straw man is an invisible you. You are pretending to be that straw man. The straw man is the person that you think you are and you sign away all your possessions to. But the world elite own that straw man. They own you, and you pay the straw man's bills and all these things. This is a trap or an imprisonment that you don't know about. That's one. Even the things that we see around the world, the symbolisms of the enemy, his markings, they're to influence you as much as possible. The things that you own is a part of your trap as well, because you get emotionally attached to these things. You see, your emotions, which is number 94, is how or who you really are. It's the things from your heart. So this is why you are influenced by the things that you lose. You lose, or someone takes from you. You cry about them. And this is where the Lord judges you on. The things that you put your heart into. So this is one of the trappings that we're in, as the whole world teaches you to hate one another. This is another prison or illusion that you follow. You follow a certain plan or a system that has taught you all these things of destruction, take you away from your salvation. The Lord of Glory came over 2,000 years ago to teach you how man was falling away from this truth, how we were following into the enemy's trap, and to bring you the truth of what the law of Moses meant, how to pattern your life, and how to cherish one another. So the imprisonment that you're in, the things that you love, are what the Lord of Glory is jealous against, because your love was always supposed to be meant for Him and not the things of the world which the enemy has set up for you. Your imprisonment, your slavery, because we are slaves to what's in our heart. In our heart, what's in our heart was supposed to be the one who created us. In the book of Exodus, Moses speaks to God, and God explains to Moses what He is commanding him to do. In chapter 3, verses 9 through 12, it says, "Now therefore, behold, the cry of the children of Israel has come to me, and I have also seen the oppression with which the Egyptians oppress them. Come now therefore, and I will send you to Pharaoh, that you may bring my people, the children of Israel, out of Egypt." But Moses said to God, "Who am I that I should go to Pharaoh, and that I should bring the children of Israel out of Egypt?" So he said, this is God speaking, "So he said, I will certainly be with you, and this shall be a sign to you that I have sent you. When you have brought the people of Egypt, you shall serve God on this mountain." When God is talking here to Moses, He says "you" several times. I will certainly be with you. This shall be a sign to you. This you is both plural and singular, as he's talking to Moses, and he's referring to the congregation, the people of Israel. You shall serve God on this mountain. Okay, so this is the video I want to speak on. I'm going to add some verses from the Bible that show you that you are supposed to be a slave to the Almighty, even though He forgives you for walking away many, many, many times. And many, many times He's knocked on your door, but you won't wake up. Hopefully that's why you're watching this video right now, so you can wake up to the truth. Going back to the Bible, we see in 1 Samuel chapter 8 verses 6 and through 9. Samuel is hearing from the people that they want a king instead of God to rule over them, because they were afraid of God. Okay, they say here, or Samuel speaking to the Lord. Okay. But this thing displeased Samuel when they said, "Give us a king to judge us." So Samuel prayed to the Lord, and the Lord said to Samuel, "Heed the voice of the people in all that they say to you, for they have not rejected you, but they have rejected me, that I should not reign over them, according to all the works they have done since the day that I brought them up out of Egypt, even to this day, with which they have forsaken me and served other gods. So they are doing to you also. Now therefore, heed their voice. However, you shall solemnly forewarn them, and show them the behavior of the king who will reign over them." Here in this point of history, you can see or understand that kings were below the prophets. They listened to what the prophets had to say, and they judged or reigned over their people, because they would always go to the prophet first to ask for what they hear from the Lord, because they, at this time in history, they knew that there was a supreme being that was judge and ruler of the whole world, and his name was the father of Abraham, the father of Isaac, the father of Jacob. This is number 64, slaves and prisoners. Thank you.